Welcome to Prosecco on the Bathroom Floor. We're Chelsea and Kat, two women who also happen to be business owners and moms. If you've ever had a moment where it feels like one big chaotic mess, you're in the right place. This is a party where we spill the tea, own the chaos, and remind you to never apologize for taking up space, one glass of bubbly at a time. So grab your Prosecco or whatever's in your cup, and let's get into it.
I think it's a constant struggle. I still deal with it every day, enjoying my career and being a businesswoman and putting my kids in preschool or full-time daycare. I still struggle with some of that guilt. Like I'm not being their mom because they're in full-time preschool and daycare and I'm working. I should be working. But that's what society says that as a mom, you should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was with them all the time, we wouldn't have a house.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have food to eat, you know.
Honestly, because, and there are different personalities, people, right? You and I are very similar in that we find a lot of ourselves and not our worth, because worth is internal, right? But we find a lot of joy in making things happen. We find a lot of joy in our careers and affecting change. Our careers give us an opportunity to work with women and make their lives different. So for us, having that creative outlet where we are changing people's lives, we are making money for ourselves, we feel like in our power. For us and our personalities, that makes us better moms because it secures us in who we are.
Yep.
And when our cup is full, we can pour into our kids' cups.
Yes.
Now, there are women whose personalities, they don't need a career. They don't want to work. They love, building a beautiful home. They love cooking meals every meal of the day. And those things are things that fulfill them and allow them to pour from a full cup for their kids.
And that's wonderful.
Whatever it is, that is the thing that you derive that energy from.
Yes.
Where you find your joy, where you find what fills you up so you can give to others is 100% okay because everyone's different. If we were all the same, there wouldn't be enough space for us all.
Right. It'd be a boring world.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, like society kind of veers towards women should want to build their home, be homemakers. If that is who you are naturally, then by God, do it. But if that's not who you are naturally, you do not have to subscribe to that standard.
Yeah. And, you and I have talked about this a lot. I remember this was maybe a year ago in the church and just hearing someone say that, the women are coming back to the home and that is should be your number one ministry. And that really bothered me a lot because didn't the Proverbs 31 woman work?
She not only worked, she was clever.
Yes.
She was efficient with her work.
Yes, she was.
She was so efficient and clever with her work that people were like, wow, look at her go.
Look at her. They were admiring her.
In the workplace, not in the home. They didn't come up in her house to study how she cleaned dishes.
Right. And I think it even says in there, I don't have my phone with me. I can look it up, but she acquired new fields or new things too. So she was always looking.
Investment opportunities.
Investment. Right.
This woman was on the lookout for investment opportunities and she was not asking for permission to make those investments.
Didn't say that she was.
No. It said the man was like, oh, she's already invested in multiple areas. She has passive income coming in.
And
I like this
say
woman.
Blessed is the man who finds her?
Yeah, that's because he be making money.
That's right. Dang.
She already invested in the multiple fields. She has a multi-level marketing.
Exactly, right? Decembers are always so hard. Christmas time is great, but gosh, December is hard. When the kids are out of school so much, I just find it really, really hard, especially when you own your own business because you leave a 9-to-5 job with this dream and you wind up working 7 days a week. But we love it, right? But, I was just stressed to the max. And the first day in January when the kids were back in their school, I was reminded of how much energy my work gives me. It gives me life. It gives me energy. It gives me purpose. And I feel so much better. I feel like such a better mom because I have that aspect of my life back now where I have that separation, that time to work, do something that I enjoy, do something that gives me purpose. And then I get to love on them and raise them.
Our careers give us that reset and that recharge. It could be anything that gives you a reset and recharge. It could be rock climbing. Maybe you are a mom who loves rock climbing.
Yep.
And you need to go rock climb every morning after you drop the kids off at work. Good for you, boo. Do it. Freaking climb every freaking day.
Yeah.
All we're saying is whatever you have been taught and told you need to do isn't everyone's truth and reality.
Absolutely.
I think we can loop that back to intention because that's what we started with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is if you are trying to avoid, because that's something that you could be doing, is you are avoiding what it is that you actually want because you're afraid of wanting it.
Yeah.
So like the mom who feels like she needs to be a stay-at-home mom, but she really loves working, you could be binge watching Housewives for 3 hours because if you want to work, then you're a bad mom and you don't want to deal with working through that.
Yeah. Right.
So it can be like any number of things, but I think the whole idea is anything that you do, make the actual choice to do it.
Absolutely. Yes.
Don't let it choose you.
Right.
Don't let the drinking push you around. Don't let the TV shows tell you what to do. Don't let the bag of chips take control. You're in control of everything that you do.
Yep.
And anything that you chose or failed to choose in the past, I also, and I want to know your thoughts on this, but I don't believe in regret.
Oh, no, you just learn from your mistake.
Because here's the thing, regret leads to guilt. Guilt leads to going further down and deeper into that hole. So forgiving yourself, we've talked about this before, but
I think I just posted a video the other day on that.
Because the thing is like, okay, so in the past, you drank without intention. In the past, you wasted time on your phone without intention. Because why? Dive into that. If the why was, well, I didn't want to think about this thing. Okay, well, think about that thing now. Change it now.
Right.
Dig in now. The next time you go to drink, ask yourself why you're drinking. See if you need to journal or if you can have your drink.
Yep.
But like just now is all we have. Looking at the past and being like, oh, I wish I hadn't done that or I wasted so much time. It's literally helping no one. It's not helping you. It's not helping your kids. It's not helping literally anyone in this entire universe. It is worthless.
Yep.
What is helpful is to look at the past, learn from the mistakes, move forward making better choices with intention.
And I think I told you some other time when we were shooting videos, I was going through a really hard time several months ago, and I woke up one morning and it was these words in my mind. I heard it almost audibly. What I'm not changing, I'm choosing. And
that's what I was trying to quote earlier.
Yes.
That was the one I was trying to quote. I was trying to quote you.
It just hit me. I mean, that was extremely powerful for me. But that's the whole intentional thing. Whether, you're doing a lot of things right now, you might be doing a lot of things right now that are completely unintentional in your life that are not helping you change at all. And you are choosing that every single day. And that's why you're not changing. That's why you're stuck.
Thanks for tuning in to Prosecco on the Bathroom Floor. But don't stop here. This is just one glass in the bottle. Each episode builds on the last, so keep listening to follow the full conversation. If our chat today hit the spot for you, share it with a friend and catch us on all platforms at Cat Arise Fitness and at Chelsea Patricia. Until next time, remember, own your chaos, take up space, and never apologize for being you.